We will. In the meantime, let's speak with Nebraska Congressman Mike Flood, who joins us now. Congressman, welcome. Thanks for being on the program ahead of this big vote. An exciting day on Capitol Hill. You've got new members being sworn in. What's your read on the speakership vote? Do you believe Mike Johnson makes it through?
I believe he will make it through. I'm not predicting maybe on the first vote, but I'll tell you what, this is way bigger than Mike Johnson. This is about the Trump agenda. This is about the mandate that we have as the American people to get things done. And if somebody's trying to negotiate at the last minute to get a spot on a certain committee, that's out of bounds. This is about moving the country forward.
Well, yeah, as we mentioned, Texas Congressman Chip Roy says that Speaker Johnson does not have the votes, adding, quote, "I remain undecided, as do a number of my colleagues, because we saw so many times of the failures last year that we are concerned about that might limit or inhibit our ability to advance the president's agenda." Well, without a speaker, there is no president's agenda that's moving forward, Congressman.
Well, think about it this way. This is like a football team, and you've got a wide receiver that says either you put me in as quarterback or I'm not going to go play today. Like, that's where we're at. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the country moving forward, having a speaker and a functioning House of Representatives. This is bigger than one person's ambition to have a committee chair. This is bigger than one individual's desire to be on a committee. And this, quite frankly, is much bigger than Mike Johnson. If I'm President Trump right now, I'm looking at this and I'm saying no dysfunction on my watch. No dysfunction for America. No lapse in the start of the House of Representatives. Let's get this show on the road. And I'll tell you, I'm the vice chair of the Main Street Caucus. I sat on a call the other day with well over 60 members that want this to happen today. And I know I'm speaking for maybe 200 total that say this is unacceptable not to elect a speaker today, and it should be Mike Johnson.
He's got Trump's endorsement, which he accepted graciously. CPAC has also come out with the endorsement for Mike Johnson as Speaker, writing this on X. House Republicans must avoid the public spectacle of endless Speaker votes, which will waste precious time and weaken President Trump's agenda. Congressman, can you talk to us about the timeline, perhaps, and just your read on really how many weeks or months the president-elect, soon-to-be president, will have to actually effectively govern with this Republican support?
Well, let's just talk about what happens today. So every member of the House of Representatives will come in. Everybody that was elected in November to serve a 2-year term will come in today, and we will have the only roll call voice vote of the Congress, potentially, where we appoint 4 tellers, 2 from each party. They sit up front, and then the entire process is handled where everybody has to say who you're going to vote for, and you have to say it out loud. So there'll be nominations. There'll be speeches for those nominations, and then all 435 or however many we have today with some vacancies will stand up and say Johnson or Hakeem Jeffries, or if there's another name, they'll say that, and then they tally that. What's interesting, though, is we cannot officially swear in these new members until a speaker is elected. The last time this happened, obviously, it was Speaker McCarthy. It took 5 votes. I thought that was dysfunctional. And then I lived through the 15 votes under the motion to vacate where Speaker McCarthy was ousted, and we ultimately ended up with Speaker Johnson. That was terrible for our country. That was terrible for the United States government. That sent the message around the world that we didn't have a functioning branch of government. And quite frankly, that's simply unacceptable. So if you're in Congress right now, you can't put yourself ahead of the country. You have to get on a path where we get this done and then sort through things. Make sure you can put a deal together, on whatever committees you want. But this is bigger than Mike Johnson. It's bigger than any individual's ambition. This is about the Trump agenda and a functioning U.S. government.
Yeah, I'm reminded of when Democrats all were unanimous in their support for the single candidate, and it was the Republicans going back and forth, unable to come to a consensus until finally landing on Mike Johnson. We'll wait and see, just a few hours away. Congressman Mike Flood, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Take care.